Hello, it's IPC Apex Expo 2023 in San Diego. I'm joined by Mike Gunderson from PBT Works.
Yes.
Thanks for sparing the time. So just give me a brief overview of your company.
So PBT Works, what they have is batch washers that act like an inline system.
Yeah.
And then also stencil washers.
Right.
So all stainless steel. The biggest attribute is the self-sustaining closed loop system.
Right.
So no discharge if you want to run it that way.
Right, yeah. And I mean, I know it's a bit too early, but I'm sure you'll get a lot of interest. You will get a lot of interest in that at the show.
I think so, yeah. So we're showing what's called the Super Swash. And what that is a batch style system that has the inline cleaning capabilities. So the boards actually see a direct spray for harder to clean boards, but maybe lower volume boards where an inline just doesn't make sense.
Right, yeah.
And then all of that in a closed loop system, 100% closed loop.
Oh, right, yeah. So, you must be getting some good feedback on that.
We are, yeah. So we started working with PBT here in the U.S. about 18 months ago. And so things are really starting to take off now.
That's good,
so
yeah.
It's good.
And have you found, the industry's, had a huge shot in the arm through electric vehicles, all that sort of thing, and coming out of COVID, is there's a quicker pace of development now?
It seems to be. I think a lot of people were maybe in their back rooms developing product during COVID.
Yeah.
And now what we're seeing is more products coming out on the market that have more cleanliness requirements because of conformal coating, and then also lower standoffs. And so that inline technology in a batch format, I think, is going to be a really good fit.
Yeah. And, developing those sort of products takes time, and I guess it's, a bit of a good relationship with your customers, so it's a sort of two-way street, I guess, isn't it?
It is. And for PBT, most of it is, they've been around for about 30 years now. Right. And so a lot of it is just introducing them and their products to the U.S. market.
Right, yeah. And it's going well, I guess.
It is. It's starting to take off.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many kind of shows have you been able to show that stuff at since come out a lot?
With PBT, this is actually our first show to have some of our products.
Oh, great. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think my 37th show. Been around a little bit.
You've seen it over. Yeah. Although, some of the good things about the industry is constantly changing, isn't it? It's constantly developing.
Yeah. I mean, if you're asleep for a year, things change.
Yeah.
And so the cleaning requirements change, the cleanliness requirements change. What we're seeing a lot more now is products are going into areas that they've never been into before.
Right.
And so coating and conformal coating is important. So that means you have to wash those boards.
Yeah.
Make sure they're clean.
And it's, with the different environments that electronics are going into, like conformal coating is hugely important, and then all the peripheral things that make that work.
It is.
Got to be there, haven't they? Yeah.
Yes.
And this sort of show, you'll get it's interesting shows, isn't it? It's not just seeing customers, it's seeing what everyone else is up to as well, isn't it?
And the technology, seeing what our competitors are doing or not doing.
Yeah.
Seeing who's sold, who's not sold. It's a lot of changes going on right now.
Well, thanks for spending time to talk to us.
All right.
I hope you have a good
much.
show. And there's people walking past us all the time, actually, so I think it's going to be quite a good show.
Okay, very good.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, thank you.